Hey everybody, Kneecap here. I'm going to do my video of the world boss this week, Withered J'im. I logged on, went to the map, saw the world boss was in Azuna, near the Warden's Redoubt flight path. Seemed easy to get there. Boss looked pretty easy when I looked at his abilities. Thought this was going to be a good experience for me. Really wasn't. Did get it killed though. So you're going to go ahead and fly down to Warden's Redoubt, go up the hill, get to the cave. That's where you'll find Withered J'im. Withered J'im is an annoying little guy. Uh, Not even an elite, makes it a little bit more annoying. You're going to get a 90% damage reduction debuff when you come inside this cave. So right away you know you're in for a long fight. If you are on a PvP server, you're going to be in for a really long fight. I was here for probably about an hour. It's a high population PvP server. I probably had a worse experience than most people did with this. I can't say that for sure. I just know that other servers got it down much quicker than what our server did. Um, so yeah, hopefully everyone else's experience is a little bit better than mine. Don't worry, this video is not an hour long. I just trimmed the last little bit of it off so that way it was just, leading up to and then the kill of the boss. Otherwise, it would have been ridiculously long, obviously. The boss has just basically four abilities. He has a ability where he puts on a shield over himself, decreasing damage by 30%. So on top of the 90%, yeah, you're not doing much damage. You'll be hitting that shield, and if you hit the shield, he's going to spawn these little ads. Little ads are killable, targetable. I personally advise doing so, and not cleaving them, and I'll get into that. Another ability is he shoots like a shadow attack type thing. It puts a mark on the ground. You can run out of that. Definitely advise doing that. As far as range DPS goes, that probably hurts the most. He has these little arcane orbs that he can summon all around the room. They kind of chase you around a little bit and they pulsate for damage. Those don't hit too hard, but again, they can be targeted and single targeted down preferably. He can also clone himself. At first, when I was first in here, it won't even be in the video, I was thinking that you could maybe kill the clones, and then I actually targeted a clone and realized that they actually have literally the same health and the same abilities as him. They are, in fact, clones, exact clones. So you can't really feasibly kill them down as well. You kind of just have to keep killing the boss and keep killing the ads. You can see for the most part they're ignoring the ads. That's probably not a good thing. And I'm also looking. Someone said they did it looking for a group, and I didn't really believe them, but I checked it out here in the video. Uh, but yeah, I think I probably had a worse experience than most, mostly because of the PvP aspect of it. Not many Alliance even made it inside the cave because there was a group outside killing them. The ones that did, we weren't even really able to participate that much, or else they would try to gank us. And I completely understand it's a PvP server. It's not the most efficient way to do things, but some people play just for that reason, and I completely understand it. Um, that's what they want to do. Then yes, it's going to take longer for everybody, but that's their lifestyle, I guess, and we got to be okay with that. Um, the uh, the other thing I'll say is that my experience was so bad is that people just kept resetting the boss. We actually had him down to nearly 20% multiple times, probably 3 times before this final pull. And it was one because people were standing in the cave entrance trying to DPS that way, and kept resetting him once like the tanks were dying and whatnot. I think even if one of the ads runs out at you, it might reset him. I'm not sure. One of his clones, at least. I don't know about the other ads. And they just kept resetting him, kept resetting him. We reset him a couple times, but he was already at full health by standing back in this cave in the back. If you are looking for somewhere to hide, that's probably where you should go. There's a little cave in the back of the cave within a cave, some Inception stuff going on. and you can kind of hide back, and you'll see in the video that's where I'm spending a lot of time there. And if you hide back there, you can kind of avoid a lot of the stuff. The ads can run in at you, but you can go ahead and kill those. I'm a holy paladin, and I was able to kill the ads, so there's really no excuse why these people weren't killing the ads. Something I'll say is there's a lot of like attempted cleave going on, and if you don't know how to do like math or critical thinking, if your cleaves in general have a max amount of damage they can do based upon how many ads there are. So some people's max thing is like 5, some people's 10, some people more. If there's like 30, 40 ads in the group, so your AoEs spread across all of those, and then you're cleaving with your 90% damage reduction, you're probably not going to do a lot of damage. So you're going to just single target down the ads, guys. I really implore you to do that. Just single target them down. Unless you don't have that damage debuff on you, then go for it. And speaking of that, you can kind of see right now, I actually don't have the damage debuff right now. He's kind of being tanked in the front of the room, and I didn't know if that had anything to do with it. If it's just like an aura that goes a certain length or not. But if that is the case, if you tanked him on one end of the room, you could perhaps DPS with a really high range DPS, like a hunter or warlock. There might be others. Shadow Priest, I think, has a pretty good range. I'm not sure. Maybe all of them do. I don't know. But if you could DPS at a high enough range away to not get that debuff, that would definitely be great. Even if you were hiding in this cave DPSing and didn't have the debuff on you. You just want to make sure you don't pull threat, and if you do pull threat, you need to run into the cave, even if that means dying, because nothing's worse than resetting this boss 20 times. I'm speaking from experience on this. This is the actual fight where we do kill him, so I'll kind of focus more on the commentary here. I think I'm going to step outside, and you can kind of see the orbs everywhere. Those can be killed. They're mostly being ignored, and then you see a little arcane anomaly thing running in. Some warlock is putting his pet on them, which is better than nothing. And maybe pets don't have the damage debuff, I don't know, because it seemed like it did pretty good damage to him. I'm talking to my guild about it right now, about how many times we've wiped. I'm starting to get pretty excited at this point, but then I still saw a bunch of people at the mouth of the cave there, and I was really worried. People start dying. See all those little shadow things on the ground there? It's actually arcane, not shadow, but those kind of hurt. They're really popping up a lot right now. He's getting down in health. I'm pretty confident at this point. Pretty confident. A lot of clones up, a lot of ads, a lot of damage everywhere. Random slimes on me. Don't know what those are from. I don't think those are from the boss. I'm just healing myself through it. I start throwing a little bit of damage as much as I can as a holy paladin. Some horde are getting back, running back to their bodies. That's another big thing. It's kind of like, Alteric Valley or whatever. You want to just keep running into the boss every time you die so he doesn't reset. Damage everywhere. There's so much going on right now. Looked like when he had that anti-magic shell on that he didn't have that damage reduction debuff, which is kind of interesting as well. Summoning another clone. When he targets the crystal in the center there, that's when he summons a clone. So he's about dead right now. Thank goodness. I'm relieved. I'm hoping every piece of loot he could drop for me would have been an upgrade, and I didn't end up getting anything. But that's the fight. Again, I probably had a little bit worse experience than most people did, and I understand it's probably not near as hard as what my server made it. Normally, it's really good to be on a big server. In this case, did not really seem to be the case, but hopefully everyone else has a better experience than me. I really, really hope that. I hope no one else had to sit there for an hour or more just whittling away at it, trying to get it down. And I hope if you did that you actually got loot out of it or something good out of it other than nothing. But that's about it for it. Go ahead, like, subscribe, share. Let me know what you think. Let me know if it only took you like 5 minutes to do it too. I'd like to know that. Everyone have a good one.